Hey, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We're back with a new standard best of one Mythic Rank deck for the newest expansion, March of the Machines. It's one of my favorites, mono white aggro. This is a life gain edition. We'll break down the deck list, talking about the strategies and synergies, demonstrating this within our Mythic Rank gameplay footage against the best decks and players. And then we'll wrap up with our final thoughts and deck review. Pack openings coming again to the end of the videos soon. Thanks for watching again, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so yet to help support. Let's take a look at the newest deck. Alright, Milky Smooth is back, baby. Mono white life gain in the house. We are able to crack rank number 800 with this bad boy. 26 creatures, 12 non-creatures, 2.8 average, 22 land. My oh my. I thought this whole time I had 24. That's going to explain a few things. Anyway, it is the life gain deck that you know and love, with some new additions from the latest expansion, March of the Machines. Now, first off, Invasion of Gobakhan for 2 mana, 3 protection counters as a battle siege. When it enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand, and you may exile a non-land card from it. And for as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it and cast that spell for an additional 2 generic mana. Really, really good to tax our opponent's, removal spells. Of course, on the backside, now this is where things get really crazy. The Light Shield Array, once we've removed the 3 protection counters, it exiles and transforms into this Light Shield, which is really, really cool. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that's attacked this turn. Okay, as an aggro deck, you have my attention. And what's even better is the fact that you can sacrifice it at instant speed to give creatures you control hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. So basically protecting you from most field wipes, which is really nice to see, as well as just single target removal. Our other new card will be the Archangel Elspeth for 4 mana, 4 starting loyalty, a +1 ability, allowing us to create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. That lifelink is great within the deck. -2, putting 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It becomes an angel in addition to its other types and gains flying. This is so busted. In this deck, putting it on the voice to force flying. It also puts those 2 +1/+1 counters and life gain. Of course, you can put it on other creatures as well, though it's going to really depend on what the match looks like. Typically, just the +1/+1, make those life gain soldier creature tokens. However, there is times where you want the life gain right now. You want the flying and you want those +2 counters. Of course, -6 here as well to return all non-land permanents from your graveyard to the battlefield with mana value 3 or less. This is massive and can really, really help the deck out. So, that's what we're utilizing from the newest set in the build. Other than that, it's what you know and love. It's the Lunarch Veteran. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. This makes it so whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you're gaining life, and that's going to trigger Voice of the Blessed. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. It's a 2 mana, 2/2. As long as the voice has 4 counters on it, it's going to gain flying and vigilance. And then finally, if it gets 10 counters on it, it's going to gain indestructible as well. So, we are incentivized to get it up in the air to attack with, get around our opponent's blockers. We can open up our attack lanes with the Defector Might if they do happen to have a flyer. Choose that color, then they can't block. That's phenomenal. The Might can also protect us from removal, which is really nice. And then the Soul Partition can exile if we want their blockers as well, opening up that attack lane, while simultaneously, much like the Might, acting as protection for our own permanents as well from permanent removal, which is really nice. We can just sneak it back in play, which is pretty cool. An angel-based deck, so we have the Font of Hope. We can tap it to add 1 mana to cast an angel spell. It's a 2/2 with vigilance, so you attack and then tap. Angels will enter with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other angel that we already control, which is pretty groovy. The Overseer, a 2/1 angel with flying, draws a card, gains life, just helps us keep going. It does everything we want in the deck. We have the Steel Seraph here as well, a 3/3 for 3, and at the beginning of our combat, we can give another creature that we control either flying, vigilance, or lifelink until the end of turn. Again, the lifelink is great. It's going to push up the voice. The flying is also really good for added evasion because obviously we just want to close out that match as quickly as possible. The Archangel of Wrath, I believe, is our last angel in the deck for 4 mana as a 3 power 4 toughness creature with flying and lifelink. We can kick it for a swamp and a mountain, and each time we kick it, we'll deal 2 damage to any target and gain 2 life, which is phenomenal because, you know, it's got lifelink, right? So then that translates into life gain. It's going to push up the voice. You can remove your opponent's creatures. You can get in for lethal. So the Archangel of Wrath is absolutely phenomenal. So there's, you know, playing creatures is a way to gain life. We also have the Wandering Emperor can -2 exile target tapped creature. You gain 2 life. This is a 4 mana 3 loyalty planeswalker with flash. Activating loyalty abilities at instant speed for the turn she is entering the battlefield. +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's really good on that voice. Get it up in the air. Gain that indestructible. We can also make the 2/2 if we have the Lunarch, because that's obviously going to generate life gain as well, which is really cool. Also making additional attacks and blocks. And then finally that exile for life gain. Kayla's Command, gain 2 life, scry 2. Great, great, great. Also put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains double strike until the end of turn. Of course, if we have the veteran and if we have multiple veterans, just create a 2/2 colorless construct creature token. That's great. And you can always, if needed, if you're bricking, search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle, right? So you get to choose 2 of the 4. Kayla's Command, phenomenal for 3. This card wins me almost every single game. We're putting double strike on the Voice of the Blessed. So freaking good. You're going to see. Other things within the build that we have not talked about yet. Nope, that's it. We have also 1 copy of the Seat of the Empire in the deck. And, you know, just a phenomenal build. I can't believe I overlooked that land. A fresh deck looking really nice with its new additions. Mono red aggro is still there, and this is just a nice way to stop them. We do have a sideboard as well for everyone who's interested in playing best of 3. The Hopeful Initiate, enchantment, artifact removal, Surge of Salvation, protection from damage via red and black sources, which is really nice. You know, Brotherhood's End and the Festivities. Fateful Absence, some removal for ourselves. Thalia, creature-based taxation on our opponent. You know, if we don't need our removal because they don't have any creatures or something like this, that's going to be great. The Peacekeeper against control decks to kind of stop and tax them more as well. And the Brutal Cathar against creature-based decks, just to snag those into exile, right? So if you're interested in playing best of 3, you can definitely do that. But a very competitive deck in best of 1 as well, right? So thank you for taking the time to watch the deck tech. I hope you enjoyed. And again, not too heavy on the wild cards, so you should be able to easily upgrade the previous version of this deck and compete with all of the new decks very nicely. Thanks for taking the time. Have a magical day. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go! Going first with a phenomenal hand. Our opponent has a double mulligan. That's never ideal, but sometimes it's what's required. Lunarch Veteran in play. Turn 2 Voice, let's go. Push, push, push Adelphia. Harvester is fine. We do not mind. Double life gain takes it to 5 out of reach. We swing in for pressure. Take them down to 14. And we have a lot of life gain next turn. Quad life gain, I believe. Takes us to 7 counters. They're not doing anything with it. Okay, so that's going to take away a lot of our life gain. So there goes the quads. This is still okay, though. Just going to go to 4 and grab flying anyways. Thank you for the follow. Hit for 9, down to 5. Big discards, looking for a field wipe, which will be hard. They need to do both field wipe and single target. Good game. Going first, 2 lands. I don't know where our 3rd land is. It's been hard to find, but we'll be okay with it. Blackjack, are you there? I was actually just looking at Jack Black's composition history for music or whatever. Such nasty riffs, dude. Tasty licks, brah. Anyways, is our opponent here? I'll never know, man. I'll never know. I mean, they're somewhere. I hope. They should be. If not here, maybe a different plane within the multiverse. They just phased out. Not out, but over. Adjacent, right? Are you there? I am. I'm ready to go. Hopeadelphia. Oh, they tap as a soldier too. That's interesting for me. I'm just going to get right in the way. Right away. They're nervous. I get nervous when I play big people too. Oh, you are a good player, dude. That's a nice guitar. If only I knew it was there. Huzzah! Are you defending? My bra, are you defending? Can I get a 4th land too, please? No, lands are illegal. Let's hit for 2 and tap it. Tap it real good. Ooh, yeah. And draw our 4th land here, right? Thank you! I need to take their Sky Sword, their draw engine. Sky Strike. That's the one. I mean, the Veteran's good, but this is a draw engine, right? So let's grab that. And I guess we are still kind of looking for the 5th land. We can force it. I don't know if I want that, though. Dude, you gotta stop. That's brutal, bro! They would block it. And then just play the new one. I'm game. It's life gain for the voice. And, you know, we're going to need to get through it anyways. Right? It also gets it off the field. The coming turn. I think they just play their Sky Strike for 5. Okay, next turn they're going to double down here with the Aviator again. I mean, this is very good. We're in such trouble. For gaining life and scrying and taking the double strike. Both of these go because they have a blue card. Let's just grab life gain. And again, try to trade with this, I think. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Give me that aviator, baby. And then you're going to take 10. That is hefty. Watch them have a third Brutal Cathar. They have to play the flyer to block, or it's lethal, which is all 5 of their mana. Unless you have, you know, just a regular Sky Strike and a double drop. That would be nasty. That's dirty, bro. Wait a minute. 4, 8, 10, 13 damage. Hello, good game. Give me that double strike, baby. Just for fun. Just for fun. I just wanted to show you. We could have gained even more life, but don't take up too much time. I'm telling you, this Kayla's command has won me so many games. It's ridiculous. Going first. A nice turn 1, good turn 2. Let's see if we can find that third land. We should be able to with 24 in deck. It's actually fairly upsetting if we don't. We should curve to 4 every game, no problem. Apparently not. Let's hit for 2. Sorry, hit for 1. Why am I thinking 2? Because this costs 2. Take a little peeksies. So I guess it's the Loam Speaker, right? Just offset their curve so they're not ramping. Forces them into a Bushwhack or something, I guess. Which they want to use as removal. Let's find our 4th land. Let's take this out down to 2. Next turn we can take it to 0 with the Overseer. No blocker. Wow, I thought they would go in with the blocker for sure. Trying to find the land. No. That's pretty good though. This goes here. This goes into home base. Thank you very much. And +1 counters are distributed as we flip to the Light Shield array. So good. Like, problematic good. Have no worries about spending your wildcards on that bad boy. I should have kept the Might. Because we might, I don't know if I used the Light Shield here. I should have kept this Might back. I was greedy. They're going to Bushwhack us. Do they take the Might? That's fine. I mean, I have flying that gets bigger every turn. Just play the Might. And smash for 5. Hold up Soul Partition to protect against the next Brushwhack. Counters go out. Next turn we hit for 7. And the turn after that, 9 or higher. Right, I mean, there's a backup. They're getting a draw here. I believe this, if dealt damage to a player or battle, which is pretty good. I wonder if they have protection. I'm gonna give them it. I would only bounce when they use this, right? So to, you know, grab something that's fine. A Boring Flex, that's pretty good. That has reach. Oh my gosh. Maybe we save Soul Partition? Okay. We'll just draw another, right? The Double Strike should save us here too. This is lethal in the half. Good game. Kayla's Command. It's a heavy card. Alright, going first with the great hand. I'm not entirely sure it gets better than this hand, so I seriously expect some interruption. Yep. This is greedy. This is so greedy, I'm gonna get punished for sure. Without doubt, there's punishment awaiting us. Never punished. I don't mind that. No blocks, dude. Not great. I mean, we're hit for 5 here. Let's just play it as a vanilla card. This takes us to 3. Light Shield can protect against the Lightning Strike if that's the route they go. I might also just leave it and push up the life gain. You know, we've got a really good spot here. Are you attacking? Right? I'm not sure if you are. You know what? I think I will. We have the protection. We gain life for the voice. And it's 2 lands and a Keswick Flame Breather. It's not my worst enemy. Elspeth in play. Distribute those counters and life gain. Yep. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do, and well, would you look who finishes up the game for us next. And turn, we're at 19 life. We have an 8-8, a 4-5. They take Elspeth, that's fine. The damage has been done. Alright. Maybe they... well, no, we have Hexproof. I was going to say, maybe they steal our creature. That used to be something that kind of scared us against mono red in this deck, but... yeah, literally not an issue here. Thanks to this new array. You know, I just don't see this mattering at all either. What do you mean I get to keep Elspeth alive? Sure. Absolutely! They're just gonna fry her? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Kind of forced 2 of their spells onto her, which is not a problem. Da-na. Da-na. Ooh, that's top 800. This is no joke. Alright, so mono white life gain does have some new cards that I think aren't good enough. Unfortunately, there's the Valkyrie from the new set, and it's very easy to find. The Valkyrie's in the new set. This can provide lifelink, it can provide flying, and you know, that backup one's pretty cool, but it's 5 mana. You know, this is too expensive. We do have the Font of Hope, but I just can't justify playing it. And then their other angel here would be the Guardian of Gefarfur. Oof. I like the bounce for additional life gain, but we'd be resetting our +1 counters from the Font of Hope a lot of the time. or accumulating more. It's really hard to say, but I couldn't, you know, justify it. I don't know where to put it in the deck. Yeah, if we can bounce our Inspiring Overseer for an additional draw and life gain, that's phenomenal. But how do we fit this in the build, right? We're dropping our protection, you know, at the very minimum. We're dropping some of our offensive capabilities at that. And, you know, I can't quite justify it yet, at least in this deck. Of course, you know, it's going to have its place elsewhere. And, you know, it probably just is more of a flicker card, let's be honest. So, you know, that was the deck. Let me know what you all thought in the comments below. Of course, I love your feedback. Like and subscribe as well if you haven't already done so. And yeah, we're back with a new deck every single day for Mythic Rank Standard to help you, you know, rank up. So cheers. We'll see you all soon in the next. Bye-bye.